Hello friends, so today I'm going to talk about Microsoft Foundry, and this is a new solution by Microsoft which takes care of creating agents as well as workflow. So what you can do is you can create agent. For example, you can create agents like this. You can have an agent with instructions, LLM and tools. So you can have several tools. For example, you can have Bing search as a tool, you can have your own process as a tool, and then what you can do is you can create your own workflows. So workflow is nothing but a sequence of agents. So there are many form of workflows. For example, you could have a sequential workflow where you can invoke one agent, then another agent and another agent. Apart from that, there are other settings. For example, you can have human in the loop, you can have group chat and all. So all those things are possible. So today what we are going to do is, rather than using this UI to create this agents as such, because this tool is a no code low code tool, what we are going to do is we are going to use AI agents SDK to create via code. So that is what we are going to do. So we are going to create an agent, then we are going to create an agent with a tool, specifically Bing grounding search. Then we are going to invoke them and see what are the results. So let's get started. So let's talk about the setup first. So what I have done is I have created a virtual environment and I have some set of environment variables that I need. So for example, I need the project name, maybe the Bing project connection ID. So I'm going to create a tool with Bing grounding search. So I need the connection ID so that I can attach that. So those all settings are there in my environment file as such. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, different agents as such. So I run this particular file as such, and I'm not going to rerun it because it took almost 2-3 minutes to run this and it was able to show on the portal. So it's a very, very basic agent with the agent name as well as the model which is deployed and instruction as such. No tool is available. And when I ran that, I saw that there is this custom agent created with no tools as available to us. So this is one agent which is created as such, and this is really helpful. If you need to create multiple agents as such, you can create using this SDK. And then what I did was I created another agent, but this time I attached Bing grounding tool, and Bing grounding tool will help this agent to go to web and collect all the information. So again, this is pretty simple, although it took me some time to set up. Even with GitHub Copilot and the latest documentation, I was not able to do it in a jiffy. It took some time. And this agent is now reflecting here. So this is the one which I created. And if I ask it some things like, let me talk about Tesla, it is going to bring me the latest search using Bing grounding search. So that's what it tries to do. So it did fetched me all the news articles as such. So that's what exactly what we built. Now what I can do is, again, I have a third notebook which finds out all the information about a particular agent which is deployed along with its tool. So what I did was, the agent which I deployed with Bing grounding search, exactly, I just got all the information about name, version, and what are the tools associated with it. So maybe it might be hefty next time when I'm going to create, let's say, a complex workflow or multiple agents, and maybe I get to find out where, or what kind of tool it is using, then it might be handy. The fourth one, what I did was, again, I just showed you, I just chatted with it. I talked about a company name and it talked me back with the news about that particular company. Now, the fourth one is with the Bing grounding search tool only, but now I just gave it one instruction, which is, sorry, input, which is pharmaceutical. So it is going to go to web, find out all the latest news about pharmaceuticals as such. And once it did, it gave me all the news. So if you see, this is talking about all the news articles as such about pharmaceuticals. And then I asked it a follow-up question on biosimilar, which is again a subcategory which talks about, the generics as such, the generic products as such within pharmaceuticals. So it talked about, different news, company news, and so on about that particular industry, and that's exactly what it did. So yeah, that's for today. That's how we created different agents. So you can create all the agents using this no code, low code tool within Azure Microsoft Foundry, sorry. But you can also try to do it via code. That's what we did today. And maybe in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover workflows, which is nothing but, complex sequence of agents or agents with, human in the loop and those sort of things. So we are going to cover it next time. So thanks for watching. Bye.